Hey there, and welcome back to Cursed Seeds, an educational monster train series where we struggle through the toughest challenges around. And welcome back. So, this one, we've got a submission from a player who's told me very little about the actual run. I think people have learned at this point they shouldn't tell me anything important because any information you give me, I will use against you, and it makes the run a little easier. So, I know virtually nothing. The only thing they said was that everything that they thought they would want in this clan combo, they didn't end up seeing, and they could not end up clearing the run due to it. So the way I interpret that is if we look at our starter, we have Windleton and Torch. So my immediate brain response when I see this clan combo is, okay, so the very most base selection here is like Predator 2, Strangler 1, Big Rage scaling some kind of a front line in front of Windleton. Winning line. That's probably the easiest, most straightforward line you see, which means, okay, maybe you don't see Predator to start, so you have to do like, let's say, Thornlord or something instead, right? Or maybe they started with Strangler in that case and then tried to find Predator later, and maybe that caused some hiccups there. Maybe they don't see any Rage cards, in which case scaling is pretty tough. If you miss both, what is it, Fledgling Imp and Ritual of Battle, this is a pretty tough looking run then. Obviously, this clan combo I actually think is extremely strong, right? Because Rage is so nice on sweepers, and this clan has the best sweepers around, and they're both uncommon. And you also have Root Seeds, which is just draw power. So I think that just from the clan combo, you've got a lot of power here. But if you're not shown any of the good cards, you might be in trouble. Now, I think you are forced to see at least one of the decent Hellhorned cards. So like Welder Helper, Molten Imp, Fledgling Imp, Ritual of Battle. I think you have to see at least one of those just mathematically. So we should see something. But if it ends up being like, I don't know, Vent, Hornbreak, and I'm trying to, and Fortify ever in both like common packs, that's pretty doomed, no lie. So we'll have to see what we see from that. That does mean that I'm going to be expecting a kind of a weird run here, something non-standard, something that doesn't really feel good. Maybe they miss all sweepers, never see Strangler. That might be kind of odd, but hey, but we'll solve it the way we always solve it. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here out the gate. Just to kind of remind anyone joining us for the first time what's going on here, basically the goal of this pseudo series is to play any challenge that viewers, or anyone honestly, find and have really challenging, really tough time with. So basically I'm looking for Covenant 25 with no mutators. It's kind of the only requirement. So like the base game, right? And because mutators, I think, really mess with the winnability of a lot of runs. Whereas I think that Covenant 25 in the base game with no mutators, there's always a line to win. And so based on that, I want to challenge myself with the hardest things because I think I'm really consistent as a player and should be able to muscle through basically any run, even the most doomed ones. Our last run in this series, we are 6-0 right now. It was a Founding Seal start that completely betrayed us by showing us no good incant units. And we had to get a little crafty and use a quick sweeper line in Stygian with Superfood Primordium in order to pull out the victory. I actually think the line there was not too strange, but when you're shown Founding Seal, you might tunnel vision a little too hard, and that might cost you, right? So I think understanding the pivot moments in that run where I go, all right, we're not seeing incant line, let's skip, take any sweeper, we move, I think that's important. And that brought us up to a 6-0, so that's pretty exciting. The last thing I'm going to mention here is that these get recorded off in weird hours compared to the mainline series, so one of these might get recorded after a Train of Thought or modded run that gets posted later. That's why I'm tracking everything separately, so, you know, these usually get recorded pretty much as soon as the seed gets submitted and then uploaded in the next available slot, So I think that's basically everything I need to cover here. We've already talked about what I can visibly see. Just looking at the score here, this is either a death on Seraph or the Divinity. It's hard to tell because it depends on how you do in the early game, but it's one of those two. So they got pretty far on whatever their strategy was. So, but yeah, I think that's everything I need to tell you. So let's go ahead and dig in. Right? Yeah, nothing else crazy here? Yeah, let's do it. All right. Hope you're all doing well today. I'm having a pretty good one. It is midweek for me-ish. It's like a Tuesday, I think. So, yeah, we will hopefully have a fun one here and turn around a victory for the viewers. All right, let's dig in. We have Exile, Awoken, default Hellhorned. So we have Torches, which immediately makes me happy about this. We have Rage Talos, Curse Fell, and Patient Seraph, with Sting, Fledgling Imp, and Wildwood Custodian. This start's really good. Fledgling Imp Chump Blocker for Windleton is extremely good. You can find any 2-space backline, scale Rage on this floor, and just go out of control. If you have Predator, you basically can't lose, right? And then Fledgling Imp can chump block for Patient. Patient is going to be a problem here, right? Because no matter what, he will be applying spell weakness, or melee weakness rather, to Windleton. And if I have Quick on the floor, you run the risk of getting sniped. So we'll have to think about that. That said, this is a really good start. Stings are excellent, right? They just replace themselves. They're basically a free card. Root Seeds are excellent. Torches are great. We have Fledgling Imp in our starter, which is an exceptional offensive line. And, Wildwood Custodian is also here. I think, Quick Sweep with Rage scaling is going to be the obvious line. And I think the challenge on this run is probably Patient. Let me hit OK here, and I'm going to go browse to where this person died. Because I think it might be Seraph, actually. No, it's the Divinity. Okay, so they muscled past Seraph. I actually think as long as you see anything that says sweep in this run, you can't lose. And maybe that's what makes this weird. Maybe we're never shown anything that says sweep. So yeah, alright, cool. Let's dig in. Horde first, of course. Queen's Tail is absolutely incredible. I get that, Hell's Banners is going to be pretty good. But after a while, I'm only going to be playing the one imp, right? And I'd rather just make that imp replace itself and give me back its Ember. So Queen's Tail for sure. That's a ridiculously good start, by the way. Wow. Forge. Okay, so this is a pivotal moment. And the question you have to ask yourself is, what do I value more at this stage of the game? The first thing you think about, you have Predator and Strangler shown to you. Strangler says sweep. It can be really tempting to click this because sweep, Rage, excellent. But you need to understand you're not guaranteed to see Predator again later, right? So say I get down here to Ring 4, Dark Forge, I go in and I see Strangler and Thornlord. You should never go Strangler 2 or 3 because they're terrible. So you'll pivot into Thornlord and it'll be okay. But you probably get run down to Patient, you get run down to mobs because you never see the Quick then. Meanwhile, I'm always happy to start Predator because I can go Predator 2, and if they never show me Strangler again, I can go Predator 3, no problem, right? That is totally fine with me. So yeah, I think we'll start with Predator here, and with the Imp start, this looks really strong actually. It may just been a matter that maybe they chose Strangler here, I'm not sure. We'll see. I think the Predator line is incredible, so strong that I'm going to click this Relic, because I have Torches, and I should be able to barrel down anything, really, right? Because, I mean, think about it. If I get Windleton up to 45 attack, and then I put, say, a Train Steward in the back here, then that Train Steward picks off any 9-2s. So let's click this. Ooh... It's not great. We have Lightstone, Casing, Sinner Self, Rationing Scales. If I were scared in the early game, Rationing Scales is a perfectly adequate solution to that right now. It's just 10 HP, and it means I can just face tank a lot in the early game. Sinner's Salve is an exceptional solution into Fell, Curse Fell, right? I will probably set up bottom on Curse Fell, hopefully have a sweeper by then. Let's see. Yeah, see, look, double Hellhorned banners, triple Hellhorned banners. So, that's crazy. We do see an Awoken banner, but this probably doesn't have a sweeper. And that's okay. Meanwhile, Lightstone Casing is here. I don't have a good card for this, but if I see, let's say, Inferno or Ritual of Battle, this is exceptional. But this is very perspective, right? And I don't think I would mind spending 1 Ember on a Ritual of Battle or an Inferno. I think Sinner's Salve is going to be the choice because it lets me actually just straight up set on top against Fel and not care. And it makes really good Purifier combat. So sure, that's actually a really good hit for this run, I think. It means Ring 7 is clean and I should be able to disrespect the hell out of Fel here. So I'm cool with that. 15 shards, we will almost assuredly see a... what is it, a 9-2 here? Either that or an upgraded priest. I didn't vocalize it, but I'm always happy to send this invasion trial when I have quick here. Because I will take the Ember Drain, there's no way around it, but I can play the Fledgling Imp here, I can sting once. And yeah, so this actually works out just fine, right? I don't want to take this 3. It does mean... let's see, 20. I'm going to put these trains through its bottom since they just get wiped on middle. Yeah. Does mean the imp stays on the floor, but it's cool. Yeah, we see the torches here. Torch is good. I could start working on this foot soldier, but I'm not really worried about it. I'm going to ping... let's see, if I double ping up here, it's going to be money. I do want this imp to die, actually, right? That's actually very good for me. And I'm going to kill one of the clergy, and that means the imp dies and I take 1, which is a fine trade. I do want Ember on this run, most definitely. Yeah. So like here we almost get over the threshold. I get over the threshold by doing Sting mid. Torch back 35 means I get there, yeah. This is me thinking ahead to make sure I can kill this foot soldier, which is the most important thing here. Yeah, we ping this, right? That means I just have to hit 35 on this dude. Which also means I need to play the imp in back, right? Yes, and I must accept Ember Drain here. We put Root Seeds into... honestly, I can put it into the back dude, right? He loses 2 rage here. 2 damage, rather. Yeah, I can put it on the imp. Which is kind of funny. And I will play... there's no reason to torch here at this stage, right? Yeah, we go down rage 7, so that's 36 here, which is enough. Cool. We should be fine. I don't care if I leak the priest, so we'll just put the trains through it down. It's fine. Cool. Yeah, we get it. Great news. And I can now power up Imp and back and just feel cool about it. I could have put in the Wildwood Custodian, but like, whatever. It does not matter. And this also makes Chains stuff free here, which is great news. And I will ping out this guy for 5 damage. We should body him, and we do. Cool. Thanks, Imp. Extremely fun. Imp doing work. Very good. Clean, take 1 damage here in exchange for 75 gold. Very nice. Razor Sharp, Vine Grasp, and Sharpen. Vine Grasp not as important with the torches. I don't mind it too much. Sharpen is slow and expensive. Razor Sharp is nice. It's a good extra bit of scaling, which I appreciate here, so I'll take it. Pyre Chomper. Wow, okay. Pyre Chomper is actually not bad. Vent. Vent is acceptable if I don't see a sweeper. Welder Helper is, I guess, okay. Welder Helper is interesting because it could represent survivability. I don't know, man. I think it's actually Pyre Chomper here. I really love Pyre Chomper in case we see a Transcendent or something, so it's excellent. And seeing it here and taking over Welder Helper may seem strange, but I guess survivability is a little bit of a question, right? I should probably take this Welder Helper. Ah, fine. I think I need to take this guy. It will help into Ring 3 a lot. Because there's no telling what I see from this banner, and I have to go to this banner. Yeah, fine. No Pyre Chomper today. I may regret that. But it's fine. We go right. Give me a Hellhorned banner. Quick is redundant. 25 and 510. Okay. So, interesting. The obvious line, I think, is to swing into Branded Warrior and hope for a sweeper, and then just out of control scale the floor. But that's too offensive, I think. We have double Fledgling Imps, which is plenty of rage to win the game. Railbeater is therefore just going to be better. He's beefier. He is a good tank. I like Railbeater. Plus, he makes Windleton hit harder, so I'm cool with that. I'll take Railbeater here. And let's see, I mean, obviously Branded is the better infusion into an eventual sweeper, which I will go to the Awoken banner for, but I don't know. Plus 30 would have been nice into that vent now. But nothing valuable here for me as well. We'll just chill, I think. I will reroll the shop. If I see an Endless, that's pretty exceptional. Large. Alright, well, we don't take anything then. It's interesting because I actually think this Merchant of Steel is the right choice here. I can take an Endless or a Multi-Strike just fine, right? And I don't see another one for, geez, 3 rings after that? Oh my gosh, wow, hold up, back up. Magic, magic, magic. You don't see another steel shop until after Fell. Okay, that is pretty cursed, actually. I think I have to go to the steel shop then, because either one of the upgrades I need is going to be pretty bloody important. Dang. Let's see, we do have a ring 3 temple and a ring 7 and 6, 7, and 8 temple. Okay, so we have a lot of temples at least. Okay, those steel shops are pretty cursed. That kind of influences us a lot here. I theoretically don't mind not having the sweeper, right? Windleton with Predator 3 is enough hits with the rage scaling, and if I put multi-strike into Railbeater, that is enough hits to clobber, right? So we should be fine, as long as I can get damage up high enough. Yeah, I could take a plus 25, but I actually don't think I need it. Your boy has a 40 HP right now, and putting it into Fledgling Imp is just a bait at this point. I want to be upgrading it later, so we'll just chill. It's cool, staying at 15. These curses don't do anything to me. Can I take spikes here reasonably? Probably, right? Kind of. I want this money. I think I can take this. I have torches for these back dudes. Yeah, it's fine. Only 15 as well. Yeah, so like I just ping this man out and it's cool. Now I do want to scale Windleton a bit. I think what I should do is put Railbeater middle, play the Fledgling Imp up top, torch our man down bottom, and we'll put a Train Steward in front of Railbeater. I could realistically kill the Imp, actually, right? I don't need it on the floor. I actually don't want it on the floor. I'm going to kill the Imp, yeah. I could have put it behind, and it would have been alright, but yeah, because of this Welder Helper, right? Very cool. I could protect a Wildwood Custodian, right? Is he worth 1 Ember? Probably not, actually, right? Probably not. I'm going to ping out the back dude here. Certainly. This front fellow is kind of annoying. That floor is going to be a problem, I think. The melee weakness cleans up this man, no problem, so that Imp is going to die. I'm just going to buff Windleton. Yeah, sorry, Wildwood Custodian. Maybe if you cost 0 Ember, I would consider it. Let's see. If I do... Hold up. Let's see. He's taken 10. If I put a Train Steward in back, he's taking another 10. I could sting him and kill this frontline dude here. It's actually really good to do that, right? It gives up the melee weakness on top, but that's actually totally fine. Cool. Opens that up at least. Right, so here's what we do. We play the Fledgling Imp up top. It kills itself into the Forge Disciple, and our Welder Helper lives. Sting Boss. Torch one of his backline dudes. Razor Sharp Windleton. Rootseeds Windleton. I accept the 1 curse because it's free anyway. Cool. Great news. We ping out the back dude here. Adds a lot of damage, actually, and we just buff Windleton at this point, and it's fine. Now, fortunately, it actually works out. The Train Steward kills himself before spending the last Rail Beater hit, so we should destroy this boss at this point, right? Yeah, I mean, we basically one-shot him here. Cool. It's actually free. It's not a one-shot, but it's basically close to it. Yeah, fine. So we don't take any damage for the trial. Pretty clean. Steel Enhancer is nice. I'll take it. It's just a good card, and if I'm drawing a ton like I already am, it's good. Glimmer is actually really strong here, though. A card that says healing is pretty nice. Not going to be able to upgrade it for forever, I think, though, right? It's tough. I think it could be Glimmer, but with the Quick, I'm not super worried. I'll take Steel Enhancer. It's fine. Molting Imp. I'm going to take a Molting Imp. There's a lot of good reasons for a Molting Imp here. 1, Queen's Tail proc is nice. 2, it opens up an infusion into Fledgling Imp as a backline solution if I never see a sweeper, which I might. It's better than Vent here, in my opinion, right? Vent's not bad. It does open up plus 30s. I already missed the plus 30. I'm not going to be able to get a holdover in a while, though, right? That's kind of the problem. That's tricky. I think Molting Imp is better here. I'm going to click him. He's a replacing himself kind of card. I have to go left because, oh boy, going right and missing a sweeper here would be pretty doomed because you'd be getting almost no value and then no steel shot for 4 rings. So yeah, we go left and accept. Large. Please just don't be quick. Wow, okay. Large quick in 2 shops. This is doomed. That is extremely bad. Let's see. How do we approach this now? I could take the Horned Warrior infusion into Rail Beater. It's pretty strong, right? It is pretty good with 30 armor. This is not a good run. I understand why the person who submitted this and was concerned about it. There's a lot that could have gone well, and everything went bad. Just everything. I'm going to take Horned Warrior here. It's a really good infusion, and I happen to have the availability for one here. I'm basically giving up on Sweeper line at this point. Plus 30, by the way. Purge, not bad, but I don't want it. Yikes. Okay, so if they show me an X5, what do I take? Nothing? Yeah, nothing. I could theoretically X5 the Fledgling Imp and just play one every turn. That would be kind of funny with the Queen's Tail, but they would overlap. It wouldn't be good. I can't reasonably take the infusion on Fledgling Imp here because I might never see Endless. These 2 shops being quick and large back to back with no shops until ring 7 is utterly doomed. Like, that is nightmare scenario. I think I need to scale top floor though, right? That's kind of like the big concern. Is it Horned? I think it's going to be... Here's my thought process here. I think it's Horned Warrior. I didn't see a Ritual of Battle either, did I? No, I didn't. So rage scaling is terrible. Yeah. The only question is, do I do the Rail Beater infusion now? I might need to, but the problem is... Oh man, I don't see a temple until after Fell either. Oh no, there's one right here. Okay. I was about to be like, this mid-game is going to be a nightmare scenario. I'm basically debating on, do I put Horned Warrior into Rail Beater right now? I could. It's actually pretty darn good, right? It will carry this combat, right? The only thing is, it's not necessarily good for the late game if I miss Endless, right? Say I miss Endless, and I have no solution for Endless whatsoever. What does that mean for me? It means the Imp line is essentially dead, and I have to find an alternative survival mode, right? I have to somehow survive Patient here. And with Patient on the horizon, I would look for something like a Steelworker infusion instead of Rail Beater. So, like, it would be like Steelworker into Rail Beater, basically. It's not bad, right? It's not ideal, but it's not bad. Man, what unlucky shops. That's really unlikely to see that. You know, these cursed seeds really do stick it to me, right? I never have a good time with an easy, clean run. It's like, hey, look, this actually looks pretty strong at the beginning, and then it's just you turn around and you get slapped by Monster Train repeatedly. And it's like, okay, all right, just never show me anything I want. Keep your secrets, fool. Okay, I'm sticking on this decision because I need to, it shapes the rest of the run, and I need to make sure I get it right. The Horned Warrior Infusion line is correct if I find an Endless Imp. I desperately need an Endless Imp because I can use that to kind of like chump block a lot. And yeah, I can use that to chump block a lot. And then the only question becomes, how in the world do I not lose to Patience Relentless Combat, right? I have to somehow clear out like 8 melee weakness. This floor is hyper fragile right now. Just unbelievably fragile. Does a Caverns change anything? They might show me an upgrade. They might show me an X5. If I did the Horned Warrior Infusion, X5, I would never put it on Rail Beater, right? Just never. I kind of want to see a second floor setup, right? Maybe like an Imp's Rise Up scenario. Or like Imp, maybe I can set up middle somehow. Double space, set up mid. It's kind of risky. And then you just put Imps up top. And they bait melee weakness every other turn. Not bad. It's functional. What else could I see here? Logbook. I almost clicked abandon run. That's not what I want. Let's see. So I want units, uncommons. What else could I see that would be functional here? I have no healing. So a hollow's out. Right, yeah, it's Hellhorned. Steelworker is good. Doesn't outpace Patient, though, right? No, it doesn't. I mean, obviously I could see, like, Imp high roll nonsense, fine. Show me, like, a Transcend Imp, and fine. We put Endless on Transcend Imp, and I just play, like, 10 million armor, and whatever. Okay, fine. So, like, barring a high roll on Imps, the units are not particularly good here. Like, Steelworker's fine. Probably the best choice. Let's look at Awoken. Not particularly good either. Right. I'm not loving this. If they show me a Sweeper from Daedalus, and then, or Talos, I guess. Is this Talos? It is Talos. This icon is always wrong for this Talos on the map, right? If they show me a Sweeper from Talos and Thornlord from Darkforge, I can pivot into that and have a little more durability, which is pretty good. Yeah. And then every other turn or so, I might actually take a swing. Maybe I look for big healing then, because you have enough HP stat. So that's a line. It wins. That gets there. Interesting. This is a really awkward position. I think I'm going to look at the Cavern first, because if they show me an X5, I think I don't take it. I think I put like an X1 into something, like a Rage Imp, honestly. Have a couple more of these in the deck. And I would never take an X5 with or without a shard upgrade at this stage. Interesting. I'm kind of thinking maybe I should have taken the Vent at this point, but I don't know. We'll see. Purge a card, gain a card. Very unexciting. I just purge, Train Steward. This is like no direction at all, which is very sad. Now, random rare Hellhorned card. What could this show me? Transcend Imp? I mean, everything is good here, right? Hellhorned for sure. See, rares. Yeah, like ignoring the units. Transcend Imp, good. Would skip these big doublers. One Horn's Tome's kind of bad. Alloy's fine. Dark Deal's fine. I would take Impolate, maybe. I have like, what, 3 Imps? 4 Imps? Okay. What's an Awoken? Let's see. I mean, Wildwood Tome is dead. Spreading Spores is... I don't think Spreading Spores. I don't think I could outscale Patient on Spreading Spores here with no restores. Cycle of Life is kind of whatever. Unleash the Wildwood would be good. adaptive mutation is... We'll call this ambitious. My rage scaling is not very good right now, but I think if they showed me adaptive mutation, I would take it, because it might be a survivability line, right? Just get like 300 HP and whatever. Interesting. Okay, so Transcendent, I think the Hellhorned has better hits here on average, so we'll click it. Impolate, how many imps do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 60 damage. Am I adding more imps? Show me a Transcendent, maybe? It's not bad, right? Do I take this? I guess, I mean, I'm never removing any of these 4 imps. The only thing that could happen is one of them gets infused. But if one of them gets infused, I probably dupe it, maybe? I'll take the Impolate. I think this is a fine pickup. It'll help me right now at a minimum, which means I probably don't need to make this decision here. I'm always taking space so I can do Windleton, Horned Warrior, and then Rail Beater on a lower floor. I think I actually don't do this infusion here. I think I have a line that is sufficiently powerful, and staying on 15 shards when I have the awkwardness of a 5-space floor and a Rage Imp is probably good. Yeah, okay, let's... Do I need something here? Am I ever... This is plus 20, plus 10 save me? Not really. Not really. I'm gonna have the Windleton floor, and I'm gonna have the Rail Beater Horned Warrior floor. We're fine. Let's move on. Okay. This is tricky. I don't love it. I wanted a real nice Rage run. We don't get it. Sting bottom for sure. The real question is, do I Windleton bottom and then set up this big floor up top? Probably, actually, right? Probably. This floor is going to be stronger into Talos, I think. Even without the quick. Yeah. Interesting. He punches 1 and then takes 9 because it sucks. I put Welder Helper in front here. That's good. Let's see. This thing is not terrible. Razor Sharp is pretty good up top. I think just pinging these stupid 9-1s is better though, right? Like... I'm already drawing 6. I could just ping this off and then we don't even get the 25 HP on her. Imp lives. Yeah, Imp lives. This is fine. Cool. She goes up top. Yeah, so this is good. I play Fledgling Imp up here and we do big number. Cool. She kills it and that's fine. I'm going to worry about her a little more. Take that 60 damage Impolate, I think. And then buff our friend up top. There's nothing to ping out? No. Cool, so we just buff our 88 here. It's a pretty good floor. It's pretty solid. I'm happy with that. Probably losing Windleton here, except a hero arises. Molting Imp saves the day. I love Molting Imp. What a good bud. We can take the Fledgling Imp up top. It will die. Good scaling. It's actually pretty good to play our friend Wildwood Custodian here. He eats in a hit. Gives me a draw. I guess I'll kill a Train Steward middle. Sure. Cool. That's funny. Alright, what do we see? Yeah, our bud dies, but it's okay because it saves 6 into Windleton. He drew us a card, which is perfectly fine. We should clear this, I think. Right? Right. Yeah, we should clear this. I'm just going to ping her. Sure. Cool. I'm okay with this. I think we go to Relentless here. I think we're going to swing out this thing for sure. Let's see. Razor Sharp up top, 100%. We easily win this combat. It's just a matter of where do I take my hits, right? I could Impolate here and swing twice into her. For 40? Yeah. Sting here. I'm going to buff up top now. It's the strongest thing I could do. Sure, we're fine. We are fine. Yeah, no problem. We even got Horned Warrior over the 8 attack threshold here again, thanks to Steel Enhancer. So it's clean. Fun times. Just take the kill. 3 rounds? Sure, we get there. Okay, that's easy. It's a good thing I had both those units. I said I would take Adaptive Mutation. I think it is a line, but, like, our Rage is not good. You know, like, it's not great. I think I do need to take this. It is a mechanism to beat Patient, and I need to be thinking about that, so I will. Oh. Oh, wow. They show me an Apex Imp. This is... What a run. Okay, so... I have a Welder Helper. I infuse Rail Beater into Apex Imp here? 30 Rage on turn 1. It's pretty strong. Oh, we do see a multi-strike on Animus, though. This is interesting. Now, Steelworker's also here. The Hellvent, Hellhorned banner. How does this go, huh? Apex Imp is interesting because he triggers Queen's Tail. So he's technically free on turn 1. I think if I'm looking to win, Apex Imp is a guaranteed line, right? I can do the Rail Beater infusion, right? 30 armor is just straight up 30 rage on him, which is exceptional. And I mean, that's 60 damage, right? And that rage translates into adaptive mutation. Yeah, I mean, it's Apex Imp. There's no way around it. It also makes Impelate better, which is not something I expected to ever say in a run of Monster Train, the video game made by Shiny Shoe Entertainment. We have a Welder Helper, so I use Apex Imp Tank for Windleton because he's going to have more rage. Yeah, I mean, it's click Apex Imp, win the video game, I think. I have to take space here because I need to get Windleton on the floor. Yeah, space. Okay, cool. I think this is a W from this position. I'm pretty confident. Now, I think go to the right here. Removals are good. I need to sack Horned Warrior at this point. He did his job. He did his job on Talos, and there's no way I could have predicted the Apex Imp carry here, so we're cool with that. I sack Horned Warrior. Maybe they show me a Steelworker, which is the only thing that's better than Rail Beater here, and the dupe just goes into a Fledgling Imp, or actually no, a Welder Helper. Yeah, it's just Welder Helper. I have pings for my imps. Yeah, sure, do it. Show me Steelworker cowards. Ho 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 ho! The video game is easy. So I have Steelworker. I click Steelworker. Excellent news. At this point, I now remove Rail Beater and Horned Warrior. I could actually still get rid of... Oh boy, we stay low on shards here because I just need to cruise to this temple. I need to cruise through Fel, right? I don't need Quick because I have Predator. I don't need... What is it? I don't need... I guess I would take Multi-Strike. It's pretty good. I would still take Endless too for Endless Welder Helper here. Yeah, sure. Let's look in this forge. What do you got for me? Okay. Now, here's the real question. Thornlord, which is exceptional, by the way. Thornlord here is a very nice pivot, but I think because I have Welder Helpers, I need Apex Imp to be tanking, and that's going to look weird, but it is the thing. Predator, I think, is going to be stronger. Yes. Lock it in. Lock it in, yeah. It's going to be Predator because it'll be much stronger for the early game. This mid-game, rather, is going to be still a nightmare because we didn't see what we wanted. But we have the pieces. Like, I have the Apex Imp, I have the Steelworker. So I basically can't lose as long as I can somehow infuse them, get something good on them, and dupe them on Ring 8, right? So, like, if Ring 7 shows me anything good, I mean, show me a multi-strike coward. If they don't, then holy crap. I just give it like plus 25s or something. And in that case, then the Predator is even more important, right? Yeah. It's interesting because I don't know if... How do you get Windleton and 2 Apex Imps on a floor, huh? You need 7 space. That's enough hits, right? I mean, that beats the Divinity. Does it? Not really. I'd have to set up bottom and draw everything on turn 1. It's kind of doomed, actually. I don't know. It's tough. Eventually, I think Thornlord might be superior, but I don't think it actually adds enough. Like, what's the base gain HP on Thornlord on rank 2? Let's pull this up. Thornlord. I happen to be looking at him. Neat. Let's see. 40. He gains 30 HP here. The problem is I don't want Windleton Predator 3. I have no stats. Like, the multi-strike is nice, but I don't have to answer 5 units until Divinity, and I can always go Predator 2 later and be fine with it if needed. Whereas I think Thornlord is actually just better. Strangler's not terrible. If they show it to me eventually, I could use it for backline solutions, and then I just have to answer, like, I don't know, 2 enemies or something. I'm going to go Predator 2 here, and then I'm basically going to pivot into whatever the heck other thing we see in the late game, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. Remove. I have too many banner units. They're in my way right now. My line is Apex Imp. Commit. I think Horn Warrior goes for sure. It's never this bud. Yeah, it's never a Sky. He did his job. Well done, friend. Okay. Now, do I keep Railbeater right now? He's not bad, right? He's not bad. What is my floor looking like? This dupe is going into a Welder Helper almost for sure. Yeah. Welder Helper, good card. Big Rage. More armor. Yes. Lock it in. Lock it in. Okay. Okay, Welder Helper here. This is an interesting Apex Imp run because I feel like this card is unbelievably strong and should automatically win me the game, but actually navigating to the point where this wins from here is hard because our mid game is so terrible, right? I think I leave Railbeater in. He's gonna help in the medium game. I'll remove him later, so I'm gonna kill Train Steward. Actually, is it Wildwood Custodian? I mean, Wildwood Custodian is as bad as the Train Steward. He might draw me a card. It's fine. Get rid of a Train Steward. I'm going to leave Railbeater in. And I'm going to chill on shards. I need to just be thinking about how much do I eventually need. I'm going to be doing probably a pre-fell Apex Imp infusion with Steelworker, which goes to 40. I'm going to dupe it in whatever state it's in on Ring 8. That's 55. I would like, maybe I see an Endless. You know, maybe I don't dupe them, right? I go double Steel Shop, take the removals here. It's going to depend on what Ring 7 shows me, right? Because if Ring 7 shows me, I don't know, what is it, large quick again, I'm going to lose my mind and I have to go this last Merchant of Steel. And I think it's going to make more sense if I have just one Apex Imp plus Windleton. Apex Imp tank I think is good, right? We put it in front. We give it Welder Helpers. We somehow keep Windleton from dying horribly. And that then we finish with an adaptive mutation on like 100 Rage, which gives Apex Imp all the HP he needs to win Relentless. It's pretty good, actually, right? And if he keeps quick the whole time, we have plenty of card drafts to solve Windleton not dying on the Divinity. Could be so many things, right? I'm looking for healing cards here probably, but like even Tiresome Climb would do it, right? Just Daze the Divinity, it's fine. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna play it chill here. I'm probably gonna take this relic because there's like 9 high rolls for me right now. Yeah? Like actually 9, like 10 high roll relics. Both Rage, Armor, Emblem of the Exiles. Just a lot. And there's even more than that, right? So cool. That's 30 before Fell. 55 here. I then can take what? 25 from each shop, so that's 50, 55, and 50. I theoretically could go to 55 on Fell and then max out still by taking everything from these last 2 temples. So we're going to stay very low here. 15 shards into Ring 4 is incredibly respectful. I want this relic really badly. What can upgrade here? That's the real question. Can I upgrade the conduit on this? That's the real question here. So let me briefly think here. If the conduit upgrade is what? I think 20 shards, right? I think it is 20 shards is the upgrade for it. Briefly think. I can look this up real quick. I am actually going to look this up because it really matters. And I don't know this one offhand. It's not a normal one I'm worried about. Let's see. Conduit. It's not a conduit, though. This is a clipped conduit. Clipped conduit upgrades at... It's like 14 shards. Yep. Clipped conduit upgrades at 14 shards. So at 15, I'm guaranteed to get a conduit upgrade at some point. That is the only thing that scares me here. And then if I leak, I lose. I mean, but if I leak, I lose anyway, right? Like, I'm Razor's Edge here. Jeez, I am, yeah, actually Razor's Edge here, I think. Yeah. I can do this. Lock it in. I had to think about it. The first turn is free, technically. Yeah, so it's Windleton here. Apex Imp. That's right, he drives. He draws a card. That's funny as hell. I ping the 9-2, which means I have no fear, and I let the conduit go up. Yep, excellent. Do not play my adaptive mutation here. I buff our backline, who hits twice. And do I rail beater? I'm gonna rail beater bottom. Yep, lock it in. This should clean up that. Yeah. If I Rage Imp in the back, I get the Collector. And I think the Rage here matters. Yeah, here it is. Clipped Conduit, eh? Oof, that thing is a beast. Okay. I need to... If I Sting here... Sting up here is the only one that matters. He's hitting for, what, 36 right now? So if I can play the Fledgling Imp in front. Oh no, because the Fledgling Imp will steal the kill. Huh, yeah, funny. I play a middle. We get everything on the floor. Ah, the Welder Helper. I'm going to play Steelworker bottom. And I'm going to play Root Seeds here. It's fine. Okay, we get the melee weakness, which is going to help a lot. Cool. I think we're fine, thanks to Impolate. Math. I should... Hold up. Impolate is always getting played. I have 2 Ember. Impolate means I kill the front dude with Apex Imp. I kill the middle dude with the Imp, and I kill the back dude by hitting it twice with Windleton. We're on the razor's edge here, by the way. Truly a terrifying prospect. So all I have to play to kill this floor is Impelate. In that case... Yeah, in that case, what we do is we ping the Imp first, which is like, I get it, very spooky, but I play the Fledgling Imp in front, and then I Impelate here, and now we get it. Did I do the math wrong on this, right? He swings. Oh, I did the math. I take 10 for that ordering, but it's actually okay because it opens up me seeing this Welder Helper. Yeah, if I wanted to kill the back dude, I don't know if that was a good choice or not. We'll have to see. That is 10 damage, but it's not the end of the world. It may actually be superior for this run. Oof, yikes. I take another 1 here, which is okay. I think I'm forced to see the Welder Helper next turn, which puts me over the proverbial ledge. I take, what is it, 1 damage to this floor? I could protect Wildwood Custodian here. I may as well, right? I actually, let's see, 30 onto this guy means I clock him here, 43, 43. I'm going to ping out the Conduit here, right? Yes, I ping the Conduit on this floor. Gives me time. I now buff Root Seeds on my top man. We take 1, I'm okay with that. Welder Helper in action. Big buff. Good. Ping Imp. Good. Sting front. Root Seeds, Razor Sharp back. Root Seeds back. Okay. Welder Helper. Adaptive Mutation and we win. I actually think the way I played it was correct, if only because it gets that Imp off the floor in exchange for 10 HP, which is kind of a spook. I'm going to take 3 curses next turn, which means kill this Imp. Yeah. Cool. Alright, we're taking 3 curses this turn. Oh, they're free. Never mind. I didn't have to kill the Imp. We get through it, though. We did it. Good job. Adaptive Mutation, thank you. Had Adaptive Mutation survivability. Let's see, what did I get for that? Trader's Quill. It does nothing for me now, but it might open some stuff up, so I'll take it. Sure, why not? It's better than 25 gold. Ah, yeah, so, Preserved Thorns is really good. I could take a second Adaptive Mutation. I don't think so. The 1 is going to be enough, I'm pretty sure. Restoring Treat is not the heal card I want. It's going to be Preserved Thorns here. That's just a 30 damage blast with some other value. Tiresome Climb. Yeah, there's a lot of tempting stuff here, right? March of Shields is truly excellent. Battering Ram is going to just eventually kill a person. But Tiresome Climb is, I think, how I don't die to Seraph. Also helps on Divinity, its survivability. I think this is the true pick. We'll take it. It answers the only question I have, which I need to worry about. I want removals. Badly. Railbeater did work there, by the way. Higher HP's good, though. Some upgrades into my spells are pretty worthwhile. Actually, I'm going to go left. I value the Pyro Remains, the Merchant of Magic pretty highly. The dupe is going to be, what, another Welder Helper, I guess? Sure. We go left here. Take the HP, Merchant of Magic, hold over. Hold over into Tiresome Climb answers so many problems. Look at this horde. Cheater's Hand. It's basically frozen, right? Oh, but the Queen's Tail is going to cause problems with it. But I might not play an Imp every turn, right? If I get to the point where I actually see an Endless Imp and I'm playing it every turn, I'm cool with that, right? It's kind of weird, right? It's kind of weird. Concussive Coals is not good. It's not good, actually. I don't care about Fell's curses because of the Sinner Self-Take. I can disrespect her and just kind of prep my top floor. It slows me down, but I have draw in the form of Queen's Tail. Cheater's Hand is Interesting, right? It's kind of like a pseudo-frozen until I play an imp. I'm gonna take it. I think it slows me down, but I think it opens up enough stuff that I like it a lot. I'm gonna take... When do I see my next magic shop? Actually, next floor, right? So here's what we're doing. I'm putting the holdover into Tiresome Climb, but I'm probably not gonna... Let's look at this caverns, actually. There's nothing I could see that would be weird ordering. Oh. Sap on an imp. Pretty solid. Could put a sapstone into a welder helper for big value on the divinity. For the greater good debate here, I think. I do like the melee weakness, but with no upgrades in any of my units, I don't think that's it, Chief. I'm going to go with upgrade a unit. We're going to take sapstone, and I'm going to put it into the imp I'm most likely to be playing every turn. A self-infused welder helper? Is that it? Maybe. That's a lot of HP, right? Problem with the self-infused welder helper, I don't know, that's tough. That is a difficult decision. I'm always putting it in a welder helper, I think, right? I want to put that 20 armor into our lad. I could put a rage imp into it, though. The problem is I want it to die, but I might be I'm going to be dazing the divinity, so it's never dead. I'm going to have to ping it out. So that means I don't want to give it the welder helper infusion. Yeah, so we solved the divinity with the daze that we just saw, right? Excellent. So I take the welder helper baseline, and we're going to put a fledgling imp into it if we see the endless. And I'll just ping this thing out with torches that I'll leave in my deck. Sure, yeah, that's a line. That means we're going to have sap and daze on the divinity. We have a lot of excess things that are going to help out there. Holdover is excellent here, rather, into the Tiresome Climb. Also, 90 damage impalate seems pretty good. Where's he getting that 90 from? It's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess. Oh, I duped the welder helper, right? So 6 imps. 90 is respectable. I can work with that. This is always going into Tiresome Climb, though. I just don't upgrade it now. I don't put the -1 in it now, and the reason is because I might see a -2 in this temple, and I'm going to always be going to this Merchant of Magic, because it has removals, Pyre Health, and Merchant Magic. This is just so valuable. I would love to save money for this trinket shop, but there's no way. Right? That other side is too powerful for me. It's just too much strength. Yeah, lock this in. The -1s go into the cards I want to play every time. So, root seeds, as usual, I suppose. I could put it in Impalate. Impalate's a really good card to be playing every turn too, right? It's not Razor Sharp here because I actually think my HP is going to be valuable. I'll just play it when it makes sense. It's going to be what? Like, I think root seeds is actually the #1 card for this. Sure. Sure, fine. +10? No, don't think so. I'm going to re-roll this. Frozen into Adaptive Mutation is really good, right? Just really good. Yeah, fine. I'll take a -1 into... I could put it into Adaptive Mutation, actually. Would I ever dupe it? Where would I dupe it? Nowhere. If I'm not going to dupe it, then I probably just leave it at that cost and put the -1 into a Root Seeds that I want to play every time. Because otherwise... I want to be able to play... It is survivability if I dupe it into Windleton, right? I don't get a heal card, so who the hell cares? Just boost rage, win. He's not going to have as much rage as Apex Imp, though. I'm going to put it into Root Seeds here. And then we chill. Although I'm going to remove a Trains through it, actually. I need to respect these upcoming combats. Sure. It is low on the money, but all I need to really get in the Merchant of Magic is a -1 into Tiresome Climb, if they don't show me a -2. Cool, that was a lot of power up, which is good news. Self-made Harpy with the Sycophants of Seraph. Yeah, this is pretty doomed. Armor here is terrible. Oh boy, do not take this armor. I lose. I can't clear them. Yeah, we don't take that. That will kill us. That is a horrible trial. Wow, why couldn't it have been like, I don't know, Spell Shield? Wow, what a turn. Oh boy. Wow, I want to play all these cards, and I can only play 4 of them. Which means I give up Steelworker, I guess? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter, because Cheater's Hand is going to pull back everything, so whatever. We play Windleton up top, Apex Imp, drawn back, sadly. Welder Helper is an excellent hit here. I will do Steelworker in front with Railbeater behind. This opens up the melee weakness for the Apex Imp, which is important. Now, I realize it's not ideal because, you know, Railbeater is more durable, but the reason I couldn't do this on the previous combat is Steelworker would have died on that turn. This is fine. What do I kick back here? Train Steward, just get out of here, I guess. Always going to be playing other stuff. Let's see. I'm going to always double ping middle, I think. Actually, I really want to sting middle and get rid of 12 out of there. I want to kill the Welder Helper, actually. I think that's important. Yep. We're going to sting middle. I think it's a lot of value. And then I'm going to preserve Thorn's bottom. Yeah, like this saves Steelworker a lot and also clears the floor. Yeah, by the way, turns out that 20 armor, that 15 armor would have just killed me here on this turn. Identify your outs is the way I like to see it. Wow, that's a lot of cards. Send a deadweight here, I think. I'll take the... Look, it's Molting Imp doing work on bottom. Whee! Good job, bud. I tank this with the Wildwood Custodian. His true power revealed. Okay, alright, bud. Good job. You did it. Blow up the mid floor. Yeah, this armor would have killed me, so I'm glad it didn't kill me. Cool. We play... Again, I'm seeing an imp, so we play the Welder Helper. Always the Root Seeds here, for sure. That's a very large Sycophant. That is a extremely large Sycophant, huh? Do I give up on mid-floor now? I mean, I don't need the Steelworker to live. I got 55 HP on the Railbeater. Yeah, we're gonna kill Imp Friend. Yeah. Now I'm gonna play Fledgling Imp in front. Yeah, because we've played all of our Welder Helpers. We don't have extras, right? Like, they're not endless. So imps are permanent. Yeah, this is good. And, of course, I dropped the Tiresome Climb, but I don't need it right now. I let Steelworker go, and I take a Razor Sharp. Actually, drawing around again is probably more important. This might be all of the armor I get. It is, actually. So I'm going to take the Adaptive Mutation next turn. For sure. Yeah, okay. Cool, I think that's fine. It is 100% Adaptive Mutation on this turn. Well, I need this torch, actually. Hold up. I kick Root Seeds, actually. Yeah, watch this. I need to torch to 2 Ember. Yes. Rage Imp. Draw card. Adaptive Mutation for big HP. This is the most rage I will have. Period. Yeah, it is. Cool, and that is a winning line. Now we buff back line, and we, I guess, work in the mid floor. Sure. That imp might actually kill the front line. Okay, and now kick deadweight. I want to separate the Sycophant from the Self-Made Harpy here. It's actually good, right? No, it's bad. We do what? 1 sting, 2 sting, 3 sting. Interesting. So the imp kills now. He swings, swing. It could also just open this whole floor up though, right? Doesn't kill, huh? I accept 6 pyre damage. Oh no, I'm fine. Hold up. I kick the dude up to the pyre, actually. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. It's free. This run is free. And then next turn, I split Self-Made Harpy off. Yeah, this is winning. Goodbye, Self-Made Harpy. 2 turns of daze, excellent news, and no buff. Easy win. Impalate. Great job. Yeah, we're fine. Cool. She gets 1 round into Apex Imp. Great news. Pyrogrow is really good here. Really good. It's a 30 damage blast. Oh, but Awake is also really good. Pyrogrow's nice because you see those turns. I'm struggling to play my cards. I need to keep the torches in to ping my imp. I need to keep some imps in. Like, my deck is going to be kind of thick. I think Pyrogrow is correct here. Yeah. Yeah. Lock it in. Cool. They show me Pyrochomper. I mean, I was just saying, right? Pyrochomper is really strong. Draws me a card and gives me Ember for my entire turn. Yeah, 33 card deck. Oh, gross. Let me go to the right. Pyromain, show me a -2, please. No -2. Okay, in that case, we give up. I take the -1 into Tiresome Climb here. Just accept that. Sure. Double stack does not matter here. +10. We're at 105 on Impalate, by the way. Pretty good. I'm going to remove 2. Train Steward, get out of here. The imps are kind of like free draws, right? Because they replace themselves. I think I can... Oh, it's Swallowbook Custodian, actually. This man is so bad. He is a Train Steward in terms of badness. Yeah, get out of here, bud. Okay, cool. I take the Pact, Steelworker, into Apex Imp here. If I never see anything else, this is exceptional. So cool. The nice thing about this, actually, let me back up and show you. The nice thing about this, let's say the Steel Shop screws me over and I see nothing good, right? If this Steel Shop screws me, I can just go to the right, dupe Apex Imp, and that's enough armor and rage gain to win because Apex Imp is that strong. And then you would do Apex Imp, and I would put, let's like a self-infused welder helper on the floor or something to tank periodically. It would be fine. You could even give them quick. That means I could take 3 things from the next shop, right? Quick, endless, or multi-strike, so they can't kill me. Yeah. That's the give up on Windleton line and still win. Sure, Steelworker into Apex Imp. Very strong. Fun. Spell Chain. There's always the argument for like Spell Chain adaptive mutation and just play 2 of them. But I don't know. Merchant of Magic. If they show me a holdover, what does it go into? Nothing. I just want the -1 really badly, actually. Yeah, I mean, I just want the -1. Might just remove. Is 85 gold for a -1 better than just purging a card here? I think purging a card is just better. I don't need this many torches. How many cards do I have on a redraw? That's my real question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 cards on a redraw. Those things are kind of free. I'm just going to remove a torch. I think it's better than the -1 here. 29 cards feels a little better. Alright, Rage. Alright, Fel. I don't really care about Fel because Sinner Self. I can still freely set up top floor and do my whole business. Yeah, that's great news. I need the money. Yeah, money here, 75, 75, 150. I can always afford to re-roll the shop. Cool, let's go. And again, because I have these 2 temples coming up, I didn't vocalize this here, but I can always get 50 shards out of those because I have things that can take magic power still. So we're fine. Cool, so I think we're cruising. Yeah, like, I really don't care about any of this stuff. Like, oh no, my ultimate pendants. I'm just going to kick it away. I'm going to play top and just completely disregard Bell's curses. I am going to work on bottom floor at least. Because, I don't know, maybe it does something. The only thing this is going to do is slow me down. And I'm not super worried about being slowed down. Truly. It's going to be okay. I kick the Welder Helper because I can never kill my Imp now. Thanks to... thanks to Apex Imp with the Steel Enhancer. It's kind of interesting, right? I didn't really consider that. Interesting. Work on bottom, I suppose. Get that Rail Beater in there. Get him, bud. I should probably play this. If I play Fledgling Imp, actually, its value. Yeah. Let's see, what? Oh, it's because of this. I can put a Rage Imp in front, and we get another kill. Cool. I'm drawing 8. Means I'm going to take the Pyrogrow here. Blast fell for 30. Fine. Take the Ember. Like, oh no, I'm taking 3 curses. I just don't care. 1 bit. Thanks, Sinner Self. Extremely cool. Pyro Chomper, tank this for me, please. We're just going to daze the hell out of Fell every turn. Yeah. Even if I don't get any of my... What are they called? Even if I don't get any of my imps in play, we get more armor this way, so it's just peachy. Yeah, we just keep dazing. I'm gonna ping this backline, I guess. It doesn't matter, right? Apex Imp cracks the Guardian. Imp does nothing. Wildenton hits twice. Doesn't matter. I guess I'll actually just take the spell shield off of her. Yeah. Cool. I wonder if I can keep this Rail Beater alive on... Let's pick the Impalate here. If I can keep Rail Beater alive on... Patient. Would be kind of nice. I'm going to Tiresome Climb her again. I could take 27 damage into her here, but which is kind of like whatever, I guess. Goodbye, Rail Beater. You served me well. This Imp is now immortal. May as well. Actually, I want to take out the... Well, it doesn't matter. I can get them both, huh? Sure. 27 damage. Why not? We're just going to keep dazing. Every turn of daze is really valuable. Let's see. There's a lot of HP. Take some hits here, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna leak a little here. It's fine. It's just the way this lined up, right? I don't have a multi-strike, and this guy's fine. The Impalate did matter a lot, though, but whatever. I take 2 hits. It's 13, it's fine. I'm not really worried about it. I took double Pyre HP here, so it's cool. I will ping out the back one here. This Imp is definitely in my way. Let's see, this is the last one. I guess I could have ascended the Clipped Guardian here and taken roughly the same. Actually, if I ping him once, I take 6 less. Yeah, it's good. I will Molting Imp middle, just to get rid of that curse. Sure. Fine. I take another 6. This is cool. This is fine. This is damage that I'm accepting here because of how difficult this run has been. Let's see, I want to ascend something that's not Fell, so I get 2 next turn. We'll just kick the healer, I guess. I want to hold it over. Sure. Razor Sharp. Sure. I mean, you'll notice the rage numbers we're getting are the same here as what we would be getting. Okay. Right, now we ascend her first. It's not going to look good, by the way. Oh, we actually win. Are you serious? We do enough damage? Wow. Okay. My plan was Impolate to open the front line and then Adaptive Mutation for HP here, but like, I guess 6 days is enough to just beat the hell out of her, right? Okay, I guess I never really was scared, right? Why was I scared? I had Apex Imp, it's fine. Cool, whatever. Dark Deal is very good. Oh, it's just Unleash the Wildwood though, right? Poor Windleton is going to be struggling otherwise. Cycle of Life is not bad, I guess. I don't need it. Dark Deal is, like, good, but my survivability is a question mark, and I already do enough damage here, so I'm gonna Unleash the Wildwood just for Windleton, I guess. I mean, he's gonna have armor, though. I don't know. That's weird. Windleton is the real kind of question mark of this run, right? He really is. My deck is thick. I need draw here. I took Pyregrow, so that's an easy pick. There is the argument for double space, so I can middle floor Divinity. Right? This gives me 6 on middle. It's not bad. Yeah, it's not terrible. It doesn't matter, though. I'm not like... I have the days, right? The days is how I'm dealing with Windleton. So I don't need this. So I should take Dark Deal then, basically. It's a good... Yeah, I'll take it. It's fine. It's a good card here. I take Draw now. Yeah, Draw. Good. Cool. We go to the Steel Shop. Bless up Steel Shop, please. Everyone, give me that Prey. Show me something good. Okay, it's quick. Is it doomed? Oh my god. If you are quick, large, I'm gonna have a conniption. This run is cursed! Oh my god, okay. Alright, we're going left, next floor. No dupe. I must take everything here. Yo, kids, I'm gonna take Piercing into Impolate. By the way, I have to take everything here. Piercing Impolate, sure. -2 into Adaptive Mutation, I guess. It is the best use of my Ember here. Oh, quick large stone in 3 shops. Kill me now. Can I win like this? Back up. Show me Strangler, please. Okay. I can win like this. This is winning. This at least answers the dudes in the back. Which is, I was worried about, like, you know, Wilt Wings and stuff like that, right? So, and this also locks them down. I can always daze things that are scary. Okay, Strangler is something. Yo, this run is just like, you show me the goods in the Apex Imp Steelworker and you just give me the 2 worst things possible. Strangler, yes, thank you. Yo, Predator 2, Strangler 1, saving the day, yet again. I just chill, I don't buy any of this crap. And I go left and I pray that it's not another large quick. That's so doomed. Oh my god. How much do I have to take here? If I infuse an imp, it's going to 80, right? 80 here. I need to respect the patient, yo. It's -2 into Adaptive Mutation is like fine. Like I wish I had held out, but I think actually the -1 in the Tiresome Climb was critically important for Fel. So I'm just fine spending an Ember on this every turn now. The thing about this Adaptive Mutation is, like, I'm only going to play it once, and I'm not duping it, so, right? Like, meh, I don't care, I guess. I super just don't care. I only paid 2 Ember for it once, right? Let's make sure, though. Can I get to 100? 10? I mean, I always can get there with the Imp Infusion, right? In the desperate situation, right? So yeah, I mean, we hit nothing here, so I'm going to stay at 65 and just chill. Wow. Wow, that's bad. Okay. Yikes. Okay, we're moving on. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. What is this? Armor Emblem? I don't mind as much. It's the Winged Horde, but we did find Strangler. If I hadn't hit Strangler, this would be doomed. But I can actually take the Armor Emblem now, right? Yeah, I can. And the money is going to be very helpful. That's good. That's good. That's something, at least. Let's run. Not looking too good. Send a Rail Beater, I suppose. Strangler. Imp. Rail Beater middle. I don't want to play Rage Imp up here because it lives forever on this floor. So I'm going to give it to Rail Beater, I guess. Yeah, sure. You know what? Rail Beater's just dead on this next turn, isn't he? You know what? Our boy is trying. I think he needs to get removed, by the way. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. It's fine. Cool, I see a torch. This matters because I can now do Welder Helper into torch. Take that root seeds. I'm going to daze a unit here for sure. Yeah, so check it. We're going to put Pyre Chomper up for Ember. I'm going to send this big Wiltwing up. He dies. He kills Pyre Chomper. Perfect. I'm going to take Pyrogrow because this guy's... Oh boy, we got the upgraded Dark Wings. I'm going to work on him. He's much scarier than any of this stuff. Yeah. I can go to 7 draw here, no problem. Cool. You know, our boy Rail Beater lives to see another day, which is technically not good, I suppose. We see the upgraded Impelate, which is excellent. And these Wiltwings are annoying, right? How do I approach this? I could daze the Darkwing, send him up for 2. Wiltwings are fine here. I don't mind them because... Here's the thing. I'm going to Sting up top. Yeah. I want to... I don't think there's anything I could do. I'm going to Impelate the Darkwings here. I'm going to now Ascend him. 2 turns where I get to wail on him, I guess. Yeah, I think it's got to be an Ascend on him, right? Gives me the turns to do something to him. And every turn he has rooted, I can just lock him in place. Yeah, I think this is going to be fine. It's also better because it preserves Rail Beater, right? So, cool. This is going to look rough, but it's cool. This would never work without our boy, Lord and Savior, Strangler here. Just saying. Sap is good. Yep, Sap is good. I want Rage on Windleton here. He represents more damage. I need to ping out the Imp, sadly. Yeah, I do. I'm going to Preserve Thorns middle. It kills 2 of these dudes. We do clear most of the wave. I can also just daze this front guy, right? Kind of interesting. That's Sap. Man, I hope I see Endless. Please, this game needs to show me Endless on that Imp. This run looks so much better. Ugh. We lose Rail Beater here. It's good, though, because it's not a Harvest Wave. If I put the Molting Imp in, he takes 5 and dies. He doesn't do anything that really matters, though. I'm worried about this bottom wave, this middle wave, because the Wiltwings are tanking. So I'm going to work on them a little bit, I think. I play the Molting Imp here. I now Sting this guy. Cool. And I'm going to lift something. I can save No damage here. I could just lift this Wilt Wings, right, and get it out of there. I could also lift Rail Beater. Are there any other units I want to play? I guess there is a Fledgling Imp, huh? Get the Rail Beater out of dodge. I need to not move things into this floor because it's going to cause cascading problems with this Dark Wings that's not yet dead. So I need to ascend something that I don't care about. Which could just, I can just ascend one of these top dudes. It does not actually matter as long as he has rooted, right? Rooted 1 means he doesn't move. I don't want to stack these floors up, I think, actually. It's really important that I don't do anything stupid here. Yeah, it's actually really important I don't do anything really dumb here. Saving the Rail Beater is not a bad call, actually, right? Because in Relentless, he swings last, which means that Apex Imp gets the benefit. I'm gonna helicopter out my Rail Beater here, actually. Because the only imp that's left is a Rage Imp. And I honestly just kind of don't care about it as much. Yeah, get out of there, bud. Cool. He is dazed for a while, but it's fine. Kick back a Deadweight here. 4 Ember is extremely nice. We deal with a lot of this crap, finally. I'm worried about our boy's HP here, right? Jeez. He's taken a lot from... Oh, here's the thing. Oh, but I can't daze it, right? Yeah, because it has not been hit by Windleton yet, so he takes that 10. Doesn't have a lot of armor, but as long as he gains rage, it's cool. Yo, this wave is scary. Doesn't really matter, right? 35. We're doing at least 80. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Cool down. It's fine. Take some damage into Windleton where I can get it. Sad I can't kind of get rid of this Dark Wings. I'd love to ascend him, but he's got that rooted, which means I can't. I could pull in... No, don't pull other things onto this floor. I guess I'm just going to work on this next dude a little bit. Root Seeds up here, sure. It is something. And then if I want to daze something that does not really matter, I should just daze the Dark Wings, right? Because, yeah, he's rooted, so it's fine. Sure. Okay. Just kick the Deadweight again. How are we looking? We're taking some damage. It's okay. I'm going to Impelate to clear that front dude. And then I should be able to get him under the 140. Yeah, great news. And now the only damage we take is the Wilt Wings. Which, you know, not great, I guess. But acceptable. I'm going to save this adaptive mutation for the last possible moment. If I ascend... Yeah, we just ascend a Light Wings here. Yeah, fine. Cool. Thank you, Strangler, by the way. Very, very cool. We're at a wash here, right? Because only the 5 from this guy. Hold up. Think for a moment. I'm taking 5 damage. So I can Dark Deal our boy, and we're fine with it. Cool. The more rage he has, the better this adaptive mutation is for the final turn. And I think we're actually going to be fine. In an unbelievable twist. I could pull the Imp, right? Yeah, get him. He's free. Hold up, he kills. They've done it. Look at it. Imp taking out the Wilt Wings. Hell yeah. Cool. That's good. I like that. What a good hand. Wow. Kick a torch. Doesn't matter anymore. I just triple sting down here. Yep. Steel Enhancer, Impelate, Adaptive Mutation, Tiresome Climb. We get it. What a good turn. Honestly, though, lifting that Rail Beater was pretty solid on that combat. That was actually really tough to navigate. Ah, healing cards. Healing cards are not bad. I'm just going to be dazing the Divinity, right? Quick is redundant with Predator. Restoring Retreat is bad. It gets me off floor. Skip. Imp in a box. I mean, it's 130 damage. Is it Battering Ram? That thing's so expensive. I'm going to a steel shop. I don't know, man. I don't know. Imp in a box, though, is really good. It gives me imps, makes Impelate stronger. Maybe it shows me a Transcend Imp, which is just a free win. Sure, it's too good to skip, I think. We have to go left. I have no upgrades in my Apex Imp at this point because, oh my god, this video game. Yeah, oh my god, this video game. Show me anything good, please. Multi-strike into the Apex Imp. Sign me the hell up. Yeah, you don't have to ask me twice. Let's see. What do we got now? Temple. 30 and Intrinsic. Intrinsic is actually really interesting to me because I can Intrinsic the Imp in a box and guarantee to have some kind of a chump blocker nonsense for Patient. Look in here. Root Split Mask? Meh. I'm spending all my Ember. Broken Horn's kind of whatever. Sap Tap doesn't do what I want. Reroll it. Oh, Mark of an Exile? It's not it, Chief. My 30 HP Windleton, not loving that feel. So nothing good there, so I just buy removals. It's plus 25. Am I keeping Rail Beater? Maybe. He baits on Seraph, right? He baits middle or bottom. He survives the Shade Wings. I'm keeping him. He baits one turn and he's worth it because Patient is honestly scarier to me than the Divinity. I feel like I answered the Divinity really well with the Strangler line. Doing like 120 plus Apex Imp punching things out. Yeah, in that case, my boy gets a plus 25. Yeah, re-roll it. Show me Endless. Okay, no Endless on this run. That's pretty rough. It's not a large stone either. Never a large, so I'm going to give plus 25 HP to my Apex Imp just so he doesn't get sniped. He is my front line because what is this video game? But pain and anguish. I'm removing cards. Yes. I'm removing cards. Torches are really important. Torches don't matter on the Divinity. They kind of matter on the Divinity. Oh, I don't want to remove torches, right? I want to remove stuff. I need to... hold up. I need to get the shards I need too, right? Jesus criminy. That's 65 here. Okay, so... ah, it's so sad. I have to take an Imp infusion. Man, this is brutal. How do I get there? What's the line? Intrinsic plus a Pact is perfect. No Endless in this whole run. The good thing I didn't predicate my whole run on it. Yeah, it's a plus 25 in the Apex Imp here, 150%. Right, it just is. Yeah, it just is. He can't be getting one shot by anything. Walks in with 10 HP, dies the Divinity. Yeah, it's pretty rough. I'm glad to see this. That would be kind of funny, right? Like, whoops. Died on turn 1. He wouldn't. Yeah, he'd have 9 damage. He has 10 HP, but still, that'd be a little yikes. Yeah, this is it for sure. Cool. He got the multi-strike though, which is like beautiful. At least it's something. I think I just buy removals, like a ton of them. Faulty Loader. This is interesting because it guarantees that Rail Beater steals a turn on Divinity, right? Just guarantees it. I mean, but Patient is already going to get a kind of... Wow, words are hard. Patient's kind of screwed by my Tiresome Climb. Truly, you want to know the most important card I picked here? Tiresome Climb instead of Marching Shield. Like, March of Shields, that's its name. It was really tempting to take that armor card for our friend Apex Imp, and truly, I wish I could have taken both of them. But this right here is the only reason we're probably going to win this run. Like, truly. Faulty Loader is a really good line for a lot of bad situations. And the thing is like my run is really interesting because I don't actually want to remove a lot of cards, right? I have really good draw power. My imps are strong and help me out. Like, you know, Molting Imp's going to do something. Although actually Molting Imp is going to be my infusion though, right? Because he falls off a cliff at this point. So I'm going to put him into like a Rage Imp, I guess. I could actually put him in Rail Beater. That's actually not bad, right? Yo, you want to see something fun? That's fun. Rail Beater, he's going to have his time. I have to take this though, so it's fine. Molting Imp. You want to know what's fun about this? The deal 15 damage triggers the strike attack effect here, right? So whenever I play Rail Beater, he's going to give that melee weakness to the whole floor. And truly, that might be the most important thing he does on this run. Honestly. Other than absorb 25 shards from me, I suppose. Fine. Sorry, Impalate. I didn't mean to. Take the Intrinsic into Imp in a box. Because this can just kind of do things that are really good. Right? Actually, Intrinsic Preserved Thorns is really strong too. It's just... I get really good draw power. Actually, I'm going to take this Preserved Thorns. Really, actually. Like, yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100 shards. Good. Remove cards. I get 2 removals. It's really difficult to decide on these removals. I actually think one of them might be Steel Enhancer. Like, I took this and it was fine, but I think it's got to be Torches, right? Like, I only need a couple for the Welder Helper turns, and I can kick them back with Cheater's Hand, right? So I only need a couple. I'm going to remove a Torch for sure. Steel Enhancer is good. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to remove 2 Torches here and be fine with it. Yeah, what's my redraw going to look like? We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Much better. 17? Yeah, I should remove a Torch. I will use Cheater's Hand in order to line up the Welder Helper for it, I think. Fine. I'm going to buy Faulty Loader because I think it is the most useful thing here to guarantee I have an extra turn of setup. And I'm going to take a removal. I'm going to remove what now? Probably actually Steel Enhancer, though. Man, it's okay, though, right? Like, it's fine. Quote, unquote. I can use Dark Deal to clear a Welder Helper, too, right? It's kind of interesting. I could also kick back the Welder Helpers until I see a Torch. The thing is the Torch is the worst card in my deck. By a lot. But it has a very specific purpose. I can also use Razor Sharp. I think I've got enough answers that I'm going to clear another Torch here. Yep. And you're going to want to see this, because I'm going to put Large Stone into Rail Beater. I want this man sticking around. This guy slaps with this. He's sitting on another floor. I got to spend my money on something I can't afford a removal. I'm not giving him spikes. Rail Beater, let's do it. We're buying a Large Stone and going to town. Cool, I'm actually pretty confident in this. And you know what? For an Apex Imp run, I'm glad this was submitted. Because this was a really tough Apex Imp run. And I honestly think, if I hadn't seen this unit, what would I have done on this run? That's a tough question. I'd be interested if anyone else decides to watch this video all the way through. Run this seed, and then force yourself to skip the Apex Imp they show you. How do you answer the problems on this run? There's no Endless. The multi-strike shows up only on ring 8. You have 3 rings of no steel shops in the mid-game. Like, I actually think if you don't take this ring 1 Divine Horde for the Sinner Salve, Curse Fell destroys you. You have to play bottom. You don't scale fast enough. Your what is it? Where is this card? Your tiresome climb does not help. Doesn't give you the extra turns. That's tough. I think we've got this though. 100 out of 100. Lock it in. Yeah, cool. Let's go. Cool. I'm really pleased with this run so far. I think we've answered all the questions, and I think now it's just a matter of draw order. I want to look. He's on top, which is very bad. Does that mean I set up bottom? That is the worst solution. He's on top, and we do not have what we want. Whatever he does, he kills one of my units here. How do I approach this? I have to set up bottom now because of his setup here, right? I must go bottom, which is really, really bad. Now, fortunately, the first 2 waves of patient are free, but that's extremely bad. All right, let's show this. I'm going to kick back Pyrogrow. I'm not going to play Pyrogrow until I see Tiresome Climb, period. Yeah, lock it in. Yes. All right, we set up bottom. Yep, Windleton, Apex Imp. Yeah, he draws it. I don't care. It's dead. It's free. I'm going to put Railbeater middle. I want to avoid the rally triggers. He's important to my plan, though. Root Seeds is important. And then I preserve Thorns up top. I'm just going to actually preserve Thorns bottom. And then I'll Sting up top. It doesn't matter, right? It does not matter. I'm going to take this because I don't want to eat 15 damage. And then, whatever, man. 10 card draw. Sure. Ooh, baby, we did it. That was the line. Oh my god. That was the scariest turn 1. Get off my floor, bud. If I missed this Tiresome Climb, it would have been pretty rough, man. It changes so much about this. I play Welder Helper now. Ping Welder Helper. Play Welder Helper. And then I Dark Deal Welder Helper. I Steel Enhancer here. And I Sting. We have navigated. I'm like very confident we win from this stage. My general plan for Relentless is just don't let Patient hit me. I'm gonna stick an Imp in front. Okay? That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna stick this Pyrochomper in front, and he's just gonna tank melee weakness at this point. That is why he exists in this run now. We always Tiresome Climb Patient. Always, never drop it. And yeah, I think the rest of this is free. I'm going to use Impalate to keep Railbeater active. Draw a card, Razor Sharp into the back friend. We've gotten there. Great. Pyrochomper tank. It's cool, bud. Get off my floor. Open Imp in a box. Pyrochomper. Cool. Fledgling Imp. Cool. We now have chump blockers for Railbeater. Oh man, this dude dies now, huh? Pretty powerful, Huh, yeah. We lose our Imp. Which means we get more melee weakness on our friend. I'm gonna leave this Fledgling Imp in then. Yeah, fair enough. Cool, thanks Fledgling Imp for existing. Get off my floor. It's always Fledgling Imp here, for sure. We're like not actually scaling quick enough, huh? It's this second dude that's causing me trouble, right? Huh, interesting. So I need to Dark Deal here into our boy. He's the important one because of the adaptive mutation setup. Yeah, we're 30 damage off from getting that clean. And being in front is a problem. Fair. Fair enough. We lose the imp, huh? It's okay. This is only worrisome because of the melee weakness stacking up here, right? That's the only reason it's a problem. We just keep sending him. I need days turns. Yeah, I need days turns. Okay, so impalate here. I will now take the Pyrogrow for sure. Draw. Gale Windleton, take Rage into our lad. Next turn is the last of the tiresome climbs we get. We should get there, right? 5 turns. We're doing a bunch of damage. Oh, it's actually kind of spooky, huh? It's actually kind of spooky. Sting middle, doesn't matter. I'm always tiresome climbing him here. He goes to 6 rounds, right? Yeah, interesting. Alright, so Relentless, let's see what we can see. We are getting there, for sure, thanks to Fledgling Imp tank. Yeah, he's enough. We also, I mean, I will play the adaptive mutation because it is correct here, but I don't need to play anything else. Cool, we got there. Great news. That looked scary, right? That melee weakness could have sniped me. Don't have a lot of armor on this guy. Having to set up bottom, pretty problematic, but we totally do it. And also, thanks melee weakness from Railbeater. Look at this man, holding down the fort up there. He never died. All right, click end turn, never disrespect patient. Yeah, that's an X. Cool. Cool, excellent news. Turns out, tiresome climb was really important, actually. Oof. Yikes. Cool. Alright, patient answered. Now I just need to not die to the Divinity. And I think if I pull off a similar line with a 10-card draw in turn 2, we should be okay. Because we definitely get to set up top here, and we have multiple turns. I think the Divinity's actually free here, right? Oh, and you also show me the tiresome climb turn 1. So, just get got, bud. Yeah, man. I mean, it's strong enough that... Hold up. Yeah, our boy does it to him. Get him! It's happening. Ho 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 ho. You love to see it. He beats a man. He beats Rails. Oh, I'm so happy about it. All right, cool. We don't need to do anything, so just take the damage into the Divinity here. Draw 10 cards. What a good line. This is a really, really good line here, right? We see the torch on the same turn with the Welder Helper, which is exceptional news. I can play Welder Helper here. I get the Ember back. I can kill Welder Helper. Draw a card. Now we're going to lose our bud on next turn, probably. I think. Yeah, I think so. It's going down. It's okay, though. Yeah, it's fine. He's going to feed Harvest, sadly, but he did his best, alright? I don't want to hear it. He did his best. I might actually ascend the... There's a lot of stuff on this floor, huh? It doesn't matter what I put back, though. It's actually really good to rage into Windleton here, because we're not at that point yet. That's a lot of rage, though. There's an argument for ascending the conduit off this floor, but the problem is it's going to, like, represent a big number here. I think I actually need to... You know what's better than... How much health does he have? 150? We almost get there. Right. How much does this guy have? 115. I need to get him over 115. So this welder helper, I think, is going to be correct always. Yeah. And then I have to dark deal it, right? I just have to. What if I ascend Rail Beater and get him killed on middle? That's a maybe big brain. I am playing Pyrogrow. I think I do want to kill the Will Wings. It's actually good if I ascend something. I need to be thinking about Relentless, but at these early turns before I've scaled up. Interesting, right? It's too bad I don't have a Fledgling Imp on next turn, thanks to Queen's Tail. If I had held onto it, I'd be able to stick it in front, and it would actually die to this wave. This is a non-obvious turn. I think Tiresome Climb is always better on the Divinity. Here, this next floor is fine. I do 114, which clears the front line. He also has melee weakness, so he's just dead. And then I do 114 here, and then Windleton does 60 to the floor, which is enough, right? It's enough. It clears everything. So the only thing we take damage on is this Clip Shaman, right? Which is why I really wish... actually, I have the Razor Sharp. I could Razor Sharp. I could Rage Imp here and then Razor Sharp. Well, what's even better is just Razor Sharping Windleton, though. Yeah, it's fine. I don't do that. So the big brain now is, do I kill this Will Wings? Probably. Because I need to get it dead so that Apex Imp doesn't swing into it. Yeah, so this is correct here. And I know it sucks because armor, but as long as the conduit is weaker than 60 HP, it's fine. And as long as Apex Imp kills this man in in his one round, as long as this Dark Wings dies, we're cool. Interesting. It might be Razor Sharp into Apex Imp then. I'm actually really surprised. I'm gonna kill this Pyro Chomper here. I don't need him. And I don't want to redraw them. These Fledgling Imps, though, I do want to redraw. They're good damage into Windleton. The Sting, it doesn't matter where it goes. I'm going to put it bottom then. Because anything that gets this Darkwing closer to death is preferable. I think it actually is Ascend Rail Beater out. No, I don't think so. I think I need to respect the Divinity a little bit here. And keep him dazed, because I'm not going to do a ton of Relentless damage here, right? Yeah, I think so. I think that is correct. And I keep these in, and I hold on to Adaptive Mutation. I draw 6 next turn. It's fine. Okay. Sure. Okay. It's good. I'm glad that it's not the other... what is his name? Chains? You may ask why, and truly the only reason why is because I don't want to deal with Curse slowing me down. Now we take 5 from... Clip Shaman and 2 from Spikes. I need to buff Windleton here for sure. This is still worth it. As long as we are within 204 on this middle dude, we're cool to keep playing spells. He's at 170, 180, and 190. Cool. Sting the Dark Wings here for sure. And alright, fair enough. Okay, okay. What do we got for me? Alright, cool. I have a Fledgling Imp, which is super important here. But we're going to crack the Imp in a box first. How many cards are in my hand? 1, 2. We just play the things that we don't worry about first, right? Play the buffs. Cool, yeah. Imp in a box. That's actually really important, right? He's at, what, 250? Oh, he's actually killed by... Yo. Transcend Imp. What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you? All you need is Imp in a box to hit Transcend Imp once, and you are home free. Okay, so my turn suddenly changed, right? I sacrifice a Fledgling Imp on a lower floor, which redraws nothing. Cool. That just scales Rage, and then I do an unbelievable turn here on Transcend Imp in middle. Great news, kids. Oh, he gives me Ember too, so I didn't actually care that much. What an excellent turn. We double shot these front two and then take a big number. Ho ho ho, that's good news. Very good. Yeah, but alright, theoretically I could kill it if I draw Torch and Dark Deal on the same turn, so that's fun. Are we over 290? No. I will kill this Molting Imp now. Please and thank you. Drawn 10 cards. Yeah, so I always see the Dark Deal and the Torch, which means I can actually kill the Transcend Imp now. Excellent news. We killed the Molting Imp, I don't want to ever redraw it. And now I no longer care, and I just daze the Divinity to hell. I could win right now by playing Adaptive Mutation, but we're just fine. There's no reason to rush into this. Great news. Cool. And the Rooted makes this free. Yep. Rooted is good. Oh, we're actually... He's at 8, huh? Interesting. That's fine. That's fine. I can do another 230 by playing the Impalade here. It is piercing, though. I don't care. Yep, I just don't care. Cool. We now daze the Divinity. Interesting, yeah, there's really no way I can kill that Imp now unless I suddenly redraw. Yeah, I can't actually. I outscale it. Oh, I can just Razor Sharp Edge it the next time I see it and it dies. Sweet. Great news. I already played Tiresome Climb? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Just checking. What are we at? 244? Two more stings, bottom, or middle rather, opens that up, I think. Yeah, fine. We do take a hit, but it's cool. It is cool. We see the Razor Sharp. Very good. I can get the Imp off the floor now, which I think is actually important. Cool. We sting, sting, sting. Heal Enhancer. I'm not pressed because of the Rooted. I'm not pressed for the Adaptive Mutation. I can just do it for Relentless, right? Yeah. Or maybe next turn. I actually, there's a world I ascend this Redirector off this next floor, huh? We're gonna have a 7 units on the floor, huh? That's pretty bad, huh? That mini boss did a number on me stack-wise. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of, let's hide and look. That's a lot of sweep damage, wow. They are, as they say, stacking up, huh? Fortunately, Impalate kills one, which is just wonderful. Very good. I could just take some pyro damage here and ascend the defender off the floor, which I think is going to be correct. It saves me Ember Drain and a whole bunch of headache. And it's not rooted. Correct. Make sure you hit the right one. Yeah, I'll take 8 for that. That cleans this floor up a lot. I'm going to Dark Deal our friend. I actually might do the Adaptive Mutation next turn, just because of the way this is lining up. Yeah. Doesn't kill me. Thing is only useful in the middle, huh? Fair enough. Oh no, I take 8 damage. It's fine. Alright, this is going to be a lot of incoming damage here, but again, this Impalate is showing its fangs. Interesting, actually, if I play it middle, it dies, right? It swings and kills itself on the Steel Slate. Cool. You like to see that. I'm going to Impalate now to kill this front dude. Yep, it's just super effective. We are very low on armor here, but it's okay. Our next turn, Relentless, is going to be fine, I think. This is like, this does not win Relentless right now, by the way. I don't even think with this Daze we win Relentless. But I think with the, what am I trying to say? I think with the adaptive mutation we will get there. Yeah, and I don't care about the curses because Sinner Self, I'm always guaranteed to hit what I want to hit here. Yeah, just take the Sting, it's free. Torture our lad, I guess. Sure. Fine. Okay, cool. Our Relentless floor is here. I think this is not an X yet. Oh, it is. Never mind. Daze is apparently good. I'm still gonna click it. I'm still gonna do it. You can't stop me. What a good floor. What a good floor. We get there. Daze, more valuable than anything else. Razor Sharp. We get there. Cool. Alright, and that is how you win this seed, which I actually think is very tough. There's so much I'm going to tell you about this run, because I think there's a lot here, and for an Apex Imp run, it took me 2 hours to navigate it, because it was that tricky. I was hoping to get 2 runs in tonight, but geez, man, apparently not. It is just not tonight for me. Alright, we get the X, let's send it. Cool, thanks Apex Imp for saving the day. What a good run. What a good run. I'm actually really pleased with that. It's maybe the most fun I've had playing Apex Imp in a long time. I'm actually really, whoever submitted this to me, thank you. This was a really fun one that I think illustrated how important, how strong Apex Imp is, one, but how important decision-making is to navigating difficult, challenging seeds. This is like, I cannot imagine before today seeing an Apex Imp in a run and having it be submitted to this series as something difficult, right? But because of the way everything lined up, this was really hard. Like, this was really, truly cursed. There's no better way of saying it. The game tries really hard to kill you, which is just so exciting. All right, let's go to the challenge first. I'm not going to forget this time. I know I forgot last time, and I'm sorry. We'll look at the challenge first. Okay, first we'll check out the other person. An hour and 56 minutes, oh boy. All right, let's see what they got. Okay, so they did pick the line that sees the Steelworker on Ring 4. That's pretty good. They never got multi-strike into their Apex Imp, which suggests to me that they went for the dupe at the end. They must have, right? Because the infusion lineup, yeah. They saw it as dupe Steelworker. They took double space. See, I talked about this, didn't I? I talked about the Windleton with Predator. Yeah. Windleton with Predator. They pivoted into Thornlord as their tank, and they took 2 Apex Imps in the backline. They got run down, though, because they didn't scale enough, didn't see the multi-strike. And yeah, they self-infused the Fledgling Imp. I think this must have been perspective. They must have anticipated that they would see an Endless and never did. Because, I mean, this is incredible if you see an Endless, right? This is so good. They took the Last Stand. Good scaling. I considered that, but I'm pretty sure... I don't remember which pack that was in, right? But I definitely looked at it and I said it's not needed for this run. They had the adaptive mutation. They did the tiresome climb. So, like, look at this. This is actually really close, right? This is, like, minute decisions away from nailing it. But they didn't get it. They didn't get it. Yeah, they saw the Sinner Salve. Good for them. I think that was an important pick. This is like a narrow loss, a loss by inches. So I'm pretty impressed with that, the way they navigated this. Yeah, yeah. I think actually some minor improvements I think you could have made here, right? First, you should have taken the preserved thorns when it was shown to you. The reason you should have taken that is if you were anticipating the 7 space floor, then the intrinsic on preserved thorns was clutch. The tiresome climb should have gotten is definitely how you got through patient for sure. You answered that question correctly, and then the question then became, well, how do I answer the divinity? And I guess you just didn't have enough scaling to line it up. You know what really got you though? Taking Thornlord when it was shown to you, because I think Strangler was really important, and keeping my options open to see the Strangler saved my run, right? It meant I could take the trial on Ring 7 that you could not, and it helped so much with the backlines. It locked down units. What probably killed you here is enemies just walked by, right? You were not hitting enough times. You only hit 3 times on your floor. That's not enough. Yeah, that's not enough. Even if your numbers were good enough, that doesn't win. And you can't even play imps on this floor, right? Because of the Windleton and 2 Apex Imps taking up 7 space. So, yeah. Yeah, that's really it. So you kind of boxed yourself in with this path, and by the time you reached Ring 8, even if you had seen this multi-strike, right, you would have scaled too slowly for the Divinity, I think. Because you had no armor cards. Welder Helper, you can't play it on the Divinity. Like, none of these do it. This Razor Sharp Edge, I don't think is... I mean, like, this is a desperation play, right? This is like, oh my god, I have to take something. Hopefully it's enough. Yeah, you wouldn't have generated enough rage to outspeed the Divinity. The only reason I think you could get through Patient is because the first few waves are really weak. And, yeah. Interesting. So there's a few improvements I think could be made, but this person came really close. Like, really close. Very well navigated, honestly. Like, a lot of props considering the difficulty here. So, a lot of props to that. But yeah, we'll now look at mine, and I'm going to tell you about what mattered and why I picked everything. All right, so first order business. I think Queen's Tail was always correct. We had a double Rage Imp starter. Even in the line, it's going to be better than your Welder Helper. I mean, your Hell's Banners, right? Always this. I think you lose this run if you misidentify your early game strength and don't see that Sinner Salve. Sinner Salve is what enables you to eventually deal with Fel. There's 2 factors here, right? Fel is Curse Fel. You're not going to see Strangler before Ring 7, right? There's that. And you're not going to have the energy to be playing everything, right? You just aren't, period. End of story. So there's that. I think seeing the Sinner Salve is really important at taking that horde and identifying it. Next, I think, obviously, Apex Imp, really good. Obviously, I think you need to hunt for the Steelworker. I think the Rail Beater is a fine infusion, though, right? Just 30 armor out the gate. You think about that, that's basically 6 turns of Steelworker, right? The big advantage is Steelworker's pumping up armor on Windleton, too, for, like, spikes and things, which I think does matter. So Steelworker is better, especially on the longer combats, which are the harder ones, the later ones. Identifying, obviously, you're going to need some kind of space for Windleton, sure. Taking the trial for the Trader's Quill, it mattered. It did some stuff. I'm glad for that. Honestly, keeping Railbeater in, he did work on Patient. I narrowly escaped Patient because of my order of operations here. That preserved Thorns with Intrinsic, giving me 10 draw on turn 2, just sending my whole deck to hell, making sure I hit that card. It really matters, and I hit it. Feels good. Feels really good. Our draw power was exceptional. The 1 adaptive mutation was all I needed, and yeah, everything else I think was just good deck picking. Really sad about the no endless in this seed. I think that's actually a really challenging component of it, but I think it is important nonetheless. Patient navigation, really important. I think this looks clean, but I'm pretty confident there were definitely ways I killed myself on that, right? Like, what was I considering else for the intrinsic, right? What was it, Imp in a box? Yeah, Imp in a box. Would have been a problem too. I think I could have still survived that turn, by the way, if I had missed it. I could have put an Imp in front, right? I would have just put my welder helper in front, eat the round, and then we would have survived it, but and gotten one more round. But it would have been okay. Like, I don't think it looked as dire as it was. There were 5 cards I could have hit in this run on turn 2, and it was like Tiresome Climb, either Welder Helper, so that's 3. Imp in a Box works because it's chump, right? It can just chump random stuff. And then the 2 Fledgling Imps would have tanked 2, or at least contribute a lot to that. So that would have been good. I don't actually think a Fledgling Imp answers it right. I think so it's not one of those. I think Impalate plus a Fledgling Imp does it, right? Because that puts the front 190. Oh no, it was 2 Shade Wings, right? So yeah, Fledgling Imp would have done it. Yeah, okay, so there's like 8 cards in this deck that answer that situation. So I think we would have been fine no matter what. I had all of the answers, but still. Cool. What else was there? I think the faulty loader mattered here. It's a good thing to have on turn 1 just to make sure that you're clean. I think this was a smart choice. It would have mattered more if I had seen like the damage shield on the Divinity, but there's no way you know, right? It was incants, fine. The intrinsic on Preserve Thorns mattered. I think every other decision was just clutch, just good cards. Drafting the adaptive mutation when I saw it, solid. The real choice that I think the average player is going to miss on this run is they're going to have Apex Imp and they're going to go, ooh, March of Shields, and they're going to snap pick that and not identify how important Tiresome Climb is to your run. And missing this card is GG, period, end of story. You do not have the delay survivability through the waves, right? Until you have to play adaptive mutation, it would force you to play this early and you would lose as a result. So yeah. Yeah, this is an incredible run. I'm very pleased with it. I'm very glad to have won it. I'm very glad to have seen the lines, and it was hard. I think this was genuinely a difficult run, as evidenced by the fact that it took even longer than normal for me. So, lots to talk about, lots of cool stuff. A really good run. Thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time, as always. Give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more stuff like this. And yeah, stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.